Indeed. So I will put something up on the screen, which might jog your memory a little bit.
All right, there we are.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if this last dude was dead or not.
Good question. No, it wasn't a question, but
well, it kind of was from the DM, unfortunately.
I believe we left one of them alive, tied up.
Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. Prisoners. Always a good thing to take. Yes, so if you remember correctly, you had a little bit of a tussle by the inn where all these thugs are hanging out at. They didn't really pose too much of a big challenge to you, though. So you managed to get past them and made your way to the place where they like to hang out. And this is it's a big sort of abandoned manor up on top of a hill. And so you snuck into this manor. You found some people hanging out in a storage room. Some thugs. You took care of them. You've got one tied up. And from here, you kind of saw a doorway under the stairs, just right in this area here. So the problem is, I don't know which map to do the highlight on. Ah, there we go. And I think somebody had suggested you might go through that door, but we can let you make that decision now. I think we're okay to get started, and we can just fill Talia in when she gets here.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
How big is the door again? I'm sorry.
It's actually a little bit short, so it is 5 feet wide, so you can definitely fit through it, but it's only about 4.5 feet tall. So Trent and Scorch are not going to have a good time. Corey, you'll be okay. Aviane, you'll be okay. There's nobody really short in the party. Other than the doggy.
Yeah, it's the dog.
Wait, shoot. Does that mean if there's combat, we'll be at disadvantage? Because we're crouching?
Well, I mean, if you're standing in the doorway, maybe, but...
Okay.
So we don't have another option. Another door, right?
There's no other door you can see other than the door you came in by, which is open, and you can hear crickets in the night air, some wolves howling in the distance, maybe your other puppies.
I mean, you could also try like shooting an arrow down it and seeing if anything reacts.
Well, the door's closed right now, so you may have to do something about that before you go shooting arrows anywhere. But that's entirely up to you. You can always shoot arrows in a blank into a doorway.
I'll give it an open. Why not? I'll knock first to be polite.
All right. So Aviane is going to hop over here in between the two stairs and knock fairly sturdily on the door. I kind of like that. It's kind of polite and passive aggressive when you're invading somebody else's home. So moments go by quiet moments with a chirpy little breeze behind you, and you don't hear anything.
Okay, so no like scuffling or anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll open it. Or try to open it.
Okay. So beyond just beyond the door, you see a 5-foot wide sort of passageway that stays low for about 10 feet and then seems to open up into a larger hall of some sort. Dun, dun, dun.
What do y'all think we should do? I'm going to relay that to you guys.
Have we investigated this room over here? This one?
Not
Oops.
super carefully. No, that's fine. You can draw on the map.
I didn't mean to. It was like cursed. How do I get rid of it?
Yeah, I think if you hit undo.
Oh God. Okay,
There you go. There you go. Yeah, no worries. We can always solve everything, even drawing on maps. It's a collaborative game, of course. So I'm not sure you have really searched it all that much. There is a great deal of stuff stored in the room, crates and barrels and stuff like that. They are filled with foodstuffs and a whole about 3 crates are full of kind of old, dirty cloaks, which are a little bit nasty. There's a couple of beds in there. You're not sure how 3 people fit into 2 beds, but probably don't want to ask either. There's a table and 3 chairs, so at least they can all sit comfortably. There's some really meager food on the table that Trent just makes you shake your head. That is not food worthy of a warrior.
Lucky for me, I don't eat.
At your tea kettle.
Hey. Again, ma'am.
Yeah, so Aviane, it all falls to you to make the big decision.
I'll walk right in.
All right. Bravery at its finest. So I just want to put some tokens back on here. The floor that you're all currently standing on is 5 feet below, 10 feet below the door that you entered by. And so the platform that Aviane is going under is 5 feet lower than the door, and then the floor you're on is 5 feet lower than that. So right now, Aviane, you're standing 10 feet below the door that you came in. You can creep under this hallway and head into the big open space. I will let you move yourself if you want.
Nope.
All right. So you can see it's kind of a long hall, about 40 feet long and about 10 feet wide. And there are some really interesting doors at the far end of it. The flagstones itself in this hall are covered in dust. It doesn't look like it's used all that often. There are some fake columns. If you want to be fancy, you can call them faux columns, but most people would say, if you're trying to be that fancy, you're not, because they're fake. So they're fake columns. And the double doors at the end have copper plates on them, and which are all green. And there's a relief carving on the doors of this kind of sad angel. Angels always look sad in pictures and paintings, though. So
You do. Can I look around for traps, especially since the columns are fake?
Yeah, absolutely. You remembering that Bellamy is kind of a sneaky woman, you might want to invite her over and have her help you out, or you help her out, or something like that.
Yes, I would love Bellamy's help. So I'm going to call for Bellamy and let her know that the hallway appears to be empty, but I'm more worried about traps leading to the big fancy door.
Bellamy is in the process of giving a stink eye to the prisoner as she just finished tying them off.
All right.
Wait, what? Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Don't go anywhere. And she just points to the prisoner, and then she goes and heads up.
Great.
Okay. What do you want from me?
I think right now it seems to be safe, like where we're standing in this like one little section towards the door, but there's a big fancy door, and that usually leads me to believe that there's traps around. So if you could do a little sneaky and check for traps, that would be great.
How do I do that?
Oh, just give me an investigation check and do it with advantage, because Aviane is helping you out.
That's a 22 and a
Wow.
7. So that's a 22.
Yeah. So you're creeping around this area and checking it out. Again, it's pretty thick with dust and grime and stuff like that. You can see some really old footprints in the dust that look like they're made from sort of human-sized boots, like 5, 6 to 6 foot kind of size. And then really faintly, you can see one really big set of footprints from something much taller. So sort of 8 feet tall or something like that. It doesn't look as recent as human-sized tracks. And none of the tracks look very recent at all. You find Bellamy, you can get to about here, and you see there's a little bit of a crack in the floor, and the dust is a little bit uneven. And as you sort of bend over and wipe away some of the dust and dirt, you see that there's a seam that runs the full width of the hallway almost. And there it seems like this area could be so you study it for a while. It doesn't look like a traditional trap. It looks like what happens is the floor has been weakened under this area. And you would guess it's probably about a 10-foot area. Let me grab a graphic, actually.
Yeah, just like draw it out.
Yeah, that would be the nice thing to do.
So you're saying, okay, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so in the middle of the hall. Sorry, just give me one sec. Foop. We will pop this in. We will make it. Ooh, I can only scale it in one direction, but that works. It is not quite the width of the corridor. It looks like there's a little bit of space on the north side and the south side where you might be able to single file your way along it. 1 foot in front of the other. little bit dodgy. You don't think it's a big problem, but
Do I see something similar on the other side of it?
it's a little hard to tell. You would guess just from what you see on the other side and what you see on the north and south seams, it looks like it's about 10 feet east to west. This fragile part of the floor.
But do I see a similar, like this over here?
No. But
No.
it might be kind of hard to tell. Somebody's got light on right now. Did they not? Otherwise,
I'm pretty sure we were casted
Scorch,
on.
Trent,
I'm pretty sure we were casted on by Core.
Yeah, Corey.
Sorry.
No problem. That's my value add. I'll help everyone get everyone's names right. I think Corey was casting light.
Yeah, I casted
Otherwise-
a super dark vision share. I don't remember the name.
Oh, yeah. So you can do the vision share if you want as well.
Yes, and that was what it was. Eyes of Night.
Yeah.
Yes, it lasts for an hour, so I think we should be okay, right?
Okay. Yep. I will endeavor to keep track of time a little bit, just to be a mean DM.
No.
Bellamy is going.
There goes our eyes.
I'm just gonna look back to Aviane. Yep. Yeah. You see this spot? No good. Don't step on it.
So Avane's gonna look to Bellamy and look to the sunken floor trap, and she's gonna tell to Bellamy the time that she spent in the circus and how she had a soft heart for acrobatics and with her fire dancing, because a little something to add to the show. And she's going to pull out the rope from her backpack and try. How wide is it?
It's 10 feet by 10 feet here.
10 feet by 10 feet here. Okay, so she's going to say maybe Scorch or Trent can hold one end of the rope while she attempts to jump with it tied and hold the other end to see if we can do a little something to get across.
I would like to note that I have not seen the other side yet. So the other side might have some other tricks up its sleeve. I cannot guarantee safety, but you know what? If you want to go for it, go for it. I'm not going to stop you.
We could always tie your captive to one end of the rope and have Trent or Scorch throw it across.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wait, can we should probably try to get some information out of them. See
Yes.
where our friend is.
Yes.
Right? That seems reasonable.
And if they don't comply, we can threaten to throw them down to the spikies.
And then do it anyway? That seems kind of harsh.
What's the final verdict here?
I believe we're going to try to get information out and use that as a threat, and then go from there to talk over with the rest of the gang what should be done after that.
All right. So, dude here just is silent right now. What do you want to say to him?
We should probably move over there, right? Who is very charismatic here? I'm not. I'm okay, but I'm not the best.
Are we trying to scare this guy?
Either scaring or persuading, whichever one.
I can be pretty scary.
You can be scary.
Yes.
Do the roar.
Do
Either
wow.
Okay, Trent, go for it.
Right, feller. I'll grab him by. Yeah, I'll grab him by the rope and just lift him up in the air so he's level to my face.
Oh. Oi!
Wait. I'm gonna need to know how many of you are here, and how many of these devious traps you've got lying around for us.
Oh. I don't know. He says quickly.
No.
No.
I don't believe that.
I'm
Think.
I'm new.
Okay. Bellamy, can you show me where that trap maybe?
Oh, for sure. Come on down.
Oh, brilliant! And I just take him along with me.
Making my way
Okay.
downtown, up these stairs, through the hall, and over here. Doodly doodly doo.
You can move monster tokens to your heart's content as well. Great.
Aviane,
Right.
would you mind?
Yes.
And Bellamy is just going to gesture the 10 by 10 in the floor. Don't step on this.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
You remembering?
Yeah. So, I was told about this hallway, and I was told not to use it, like the dusty place, because there's some no good happening in the middle of it. Yeah, I do remember that now.
Can I try and get you to jog your memory a bit more, like? Because surely you know a bit more than you're letting on. And I gently nudge him closer.
Okay,
All
you're
right.
getting real close. You're getting real close. Bellamy's trying to help.
Well, I guess I'm not completely sure, but there's usually like half a dozen of us, or maybe 10, who are having a dry week and aren't hanging out at the tavern. It's obviously my turn. You've murdered some of my buddies, so like maybe there's another half dozen or so.
You could just say 6.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you give me like a specific number, or?
I don't know. Sometimes the guys like sneak out to try and grab some ale.
Well, at least that's good information to know. What about any more traps?
Oh, traps. Well,
You know, these unfortunate things that just might happen to us.
yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, not really.
No?
No.
Oh, careful! I may just push you. Oh, whoops!
Wait.
Just another slight nudge.
You know, you don't need to be like that. Well, look. You know, there's rumors, and you know, they're just rumors. I don't know for sure, but there's rumors that you know, there's like a room with some like coffins just through those doors. So if you don't mess with the coffins, they don't mess with you. If you catch my drift.
Is there anything good in there?
I don't think what's in the coffins is good. No.
You mean I'm dead?
Well, I don't think they're living anymore because nobody's moved in there for months.
Right. So where are the rest of your gang if they're not already down here?
Yeah, probably guarding the prisoners.
Prisoners? Like how many?
I'm not really sure. Saw
Oh,
like
dear.
maybe no, wait.
Oh,
Yeah, like really. I yeah, it's yeah, I'm remembering. Just like hold on. You're freaking me out, and it's making it hard to remember anything.
you've
Look,
got breathing room. Don't you worry.
look, there were like a couple of kids maybe, and I think their mom, or maybe like prostitute. I don't know.
You have a mother and children here.
What?
Well,
And a prostitute?
maybe the kids are joining. I don't know.
What do you mean, kids? Like, is it a dwarf? Do you have a friend?
Yeah, maybe they're dwarves. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Okay, Trent gets very
Guys.
close.
No,
Guys are
like
friends.
Possibly touching the edge of the trap.
Okay.
Oh.
Bellamy's gonna be like, wait. Where would this place be? Exactly.
So look, just through those doors, there's a room. It looks like an old like crypt for the manor or something like that. And then yeah, and then if you go just beyond there, there's like some holding cells, and there's usually a couple of guys around there, maybe more.
So the prisoners are through those doors.
Yeah.
Let's
I know
take
his
him.
life is in danger, but I still don't trust him.
Insight check?
Yeah. You can try an insight check if you want.
That's a 9. That's not very
Oh.
good.
Bellamy, he seems like an upright, an upstanding kind of guy. Like, you'd trust him.
Okay,
Still-
well, if he says they're through that door, they're through that door. Why don't you lead the charge, sir?
What do you mean?
I mean, why don't you lead the charge? Why don't you lead the way? If you go there all the time,
why?
should shift.
But why do you want me to lead the way?
I don't know. You have nothing to worry about if
What just
they're
happened?
right behind the door.
Yeah, but I don't know about that though.
Aviane, you had that idea, right?
Like, I'm not supposed to be down here, so like I can't go through those doors. And he points to the doors across the way. I'm not even supposed to be in this room. Like, if anybody sees me, they'll just shoot me on sight.
Well,
Yeah, we
you said
can't have that, can we?
yeah. Well, you said through these doors, through the crypt, and then the prisoners should be there, right?
Yeah, through these doors, through the crypt, and then there's like there's like a guard room, and there's a couple cells.
Well, then why don't you show us the way?
But I'm not allowed to be here, and so if I go there, like, they're gonna shoot me.
Why
Bellamy,
you're not allowed?
I appreciate the idea, but I feel like he's going to just cause us more trouble if we try and take him with us.
I mean,
You could throw him across and have him.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
from
we
one
could.
yeah, that was my idea.
Well,
But-
Aviane, well, I don't know. You had those very cool vines. Maybe they can hold us to go through this sketchy area there. I don't know if
They're a
they
bit
would be strong
sharp,
enough.
but I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be strong enough. They're a bit sharp, though. They've got a couple of thorns on there, but I don't foresee it being too painful if we're careful.
I say let's toss him. Not into this first hole, but like across.
Uh-huh.
I would just make sure that we have some rope to pull him back in case he tries to jut off.
Aviane has some rope, right? I also have some rope.
I do.
We all
Rope for
do.
days.
Exit one.
I'd rather just put him in a barrel and leave him until we're done. If I'm honest.
Okay. Who's in favor of putting him in a barrel and we leave him?
He seems pretty
takers, wow.
useless.
Who's in favor of launching this guy with a piece of rope attached to him over this? Over this hole?
I.
Well, as long as I don't look, it's fine with me.
We'll hum Mary Had a Little Lamb as it happens, okay? That's how it's-
Yeah.
Oh, that'll make it all better.
It'll make it less bad.
Yeah, it's always okay to murder the bad guys when you're singing nursery rhymes.
For sure. Okay. I mean, if you guys don't want to do this, we could just stuff him in a barrel.
We could stuff him in a barrel and throw him so he can't run.
That is an amazing idea.
What a
I'm
combination.
strong. I don't think I'm that strong.
Mm.
What if I help you? We can both just eat him over.
Oh, then possibly.
Okay, let's measure you for a barrel, buddy. What size are you?
Medium.
Who?
Medium? Okay.
Yeah.
Me?
No, the thug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You. It'd be hard to find a barrel that would fit him. If you lopped his head off, it would work, but that seems
We can
harsh.
do barrel.
What if we pull the bottom off? of it? So it's just like his legs are sticking out, his head and shoulders are sticking out. His arms are just stuck in between.
Delivery.
Go ahead.
I'll go.
You. I don't want to say anything. Let me know what you want to do.
I like the
Well,
picking him and throwing him over.
Let's put let's just leave.
We just
him
throw
be.
at him?
Are
Oh
we looking
no!
for a barrel, or are we not looking for a barrel?
I like the idea of poking the bottom out of the barrel and stuffing him in.
We'll get a barrel.
Okay. So Trent, you grab a barrel, suitably sized. You think that once you get him in there, it'll be tight enough where it'll be hard for him to subtly work his way free. You can easily pop the top and bottom off. It was full of some grains, so he's going to smell lovely, which is a little bit of a nice change from how he smells right now. And you make your way back, fit the barrel over top of him, much to him moaning and groaning. Oh, yeah, what are you doing? What? You don't, no need for this. Like I said, I can't really go with you anyway. I'll stay here quietly. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to do anything. I saw what you did to my friends.
You, but this seems like fun.
Yeah, just cooperate, and then, you can potentially maybe not go free afterwards.
Potentially not go free?
Yeah, probably that one.
Uh,
But at least participate.
okay. I guess.
Bellamy's gonna step out of the way for Scorch.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No
So
problemo.
you get dude here in a barrel. What's your plan with him now?
Throw him as far as we can.
Yep.
Oh,
All
rope
right.
attached. Rope attached. Rope attached.
Okay. We'll attach the rope.
Bellamy, are you going to do it, or like who's in charge here?
All
Of
right.
what?
So us boys are throwing it. You could tie the rope to it, Bellamy.
What would tying rope be? What kind of check would that
Yeah,
be?
just like sleight of hand or acrobatics. One of the two would be fine.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do sleight of hand because
Okay.
rope. I don't know.
No reason.
That's a 24.
Gee.
Oh. Yeah, you get a good secure knot around the barrel, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
double loop, real sailor-like, and she just hands the end to Aviane.
Okay. Cool. And then who's gonna throw him over? Is that also you, Bellamy?
No.
You're gonna hoist this thing over your head and just chuck as far as you can, and it's gonna land on your toes?
Yeah, with my +0 strength. Yes, of course.
So who's gonna do the honors here?
We'll do it.
All right. Anyone gonna help?
Scorch said he wanted to help.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Scorch is a he. I'm a she.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like so confused what I should use.
So, Trent, can you give me an acrobatics check against a DC, let's say 15, with Scorch helping? Do it at
Acrobatics or
advantage.
athletics?
Sorry, I think athletics.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
If it was acrobatics, that'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, sorry.
I would roll for acrobatics. I got you, dude.
Oh, there we go.
Excellent. Okay, you managed to get dude chucked across to the other side. Whoa! Thump. He probably takes like a point of damage or something, landing on the other side, and he rolls a bit, bouncing off of the fake pillar, and then coming to a rest around there.
Any traps activated?
No, your trap detection NPC worked out perfectly. He revealed that there's no more traps in this area.
Great job, team. Let's go home.
Just out of character for a split second, we used to do this in first edition, advanced D&D. You'd just take a ton of characters with you and make them go first, and they would find all of the traps for you.
That sounds kind of dark.
Yeah, I'm amazed I grew up somewhat normal.
Says.
Well, okay, yeah. There's some degree of subjectivity there, I guess. Yeah. So, Trent, you gonna do a party toss here?
I can if that's what everyone wants.
I feel like that would be fun.
Yay!
Do you all want a barrel as well, or
No.
no? Okay.
No barrel.
I kind of think Scorch might need to find another way other than you chucking him. He weighs like a shit ton, I think.
Scorch, okay. You see that ledge over here? That thin ledge is about 3 to 4 inches thick. You could probably walk along that and that would be okay.
Right. You realize how big I am, right?
Are you saying you can't do it?
Is that a challenge? Perhaps. I'm fucking doing it.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So Scorch, north
Yeah.
side or south side?
We'll go with north side.
Okay, cool. Love it. And so why don't you roll me an acrobatics check, please, against a DC 10.
Could I have a rope tied around my waist in case I do fall?
got
We
you.
probably wouldn't be able to lift you up.
So,
No, I just want it around my waist. If everyone pulls together, you can get me out.
Okay.
all right.
All right, Trent, you got me?
I got you.
All right, cool. All right. Rope is on, and I'm rolling.
Acrobatics. Oh, yes. So, wait. You said north side?
Yeah.
Yeah, you creep along slowly, your non organic exterior scraping against the wall. And especially the fake pillar is super challenging. You have to kind of lean forward and dig your fingertips into the bricks on either side of the pillar as you carefully, slowly make your way by. And then as you're looking down, you can see the point that Bellamy showed you that indicates the far end of the unstable ground. You gingerly step your foot down on the other side of the trap, and the floor holds, and you seem okay.
Nice.
And you step off. Phew!
I'm not dead, guys.
While Scorch was going across, Corey was cheering like
Yay!
Oh,
crazy.
thanks.
So Scorch, as you sally up next to the guard, he's like, that was a more civilized way to come across. Think about that for me next time.
I just look at him and I say, sit down and look in the corner.
Ugh. He turns away from you somewhat. All right. Who's next? Trent?
All right, there's a rope that's attached to me, so if anyone wants to tie themselves off, I will assist you in coming over.
Well, does everyone want to be chucked, or are we just being civil about it?
Trent, can you toast me?
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to. I'm gonna get ready to catch her.
Okay.
Stumble.
A Corey toss. Corey, how much do you weigh?
I'm gonna anchor because I have I'm gonna
Good
anchor
question.
myself to the wall with rope.
Corey would weigh about 75 kilos.
Okay. Is that with equipment or without?
Oh no, that's without. With would be, well, she's wearing a heavy armor, so that would be for sure
no.
like, I don't know, 5 kilos more, right?
Oh, no, probably more than 5 kilos more. Let me,
8?
on your character sheet,
Yeah.
there in the inventory section, it should actually tell you how much all your gear weighs, and it's going to be a surprisingly high number. It's going to tell you in pounds, probably, because, well, you know, Wizards of the Coast hasn't heard of metric yet, unfortunately. Yeah, you are carrying about 56,
pounds,
55, right? No, 131 pounds.
Oh yeah. Good.
Yeah, so so all told, you're almost 300. No problem. Trent.
Yeah, Trent, you're strong, right?
Oof. Well, to be honest, the guard wasn't much less than that. You know, he's not carrying like holy symbols and a shield and a mace and such. But
Oh my God.
yeah,
Forgot about those.
yeah.
If I need to use a rage to be able to do this, I am happy to do so.
Nah. Ah. So give me so let's say an athletics check against a DC 11, just to make it interesting.
Have we tied some rope around you first?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay, so I'm rolling athletics. Or you are rolling. Okay.
17.
All right. Corey, you feel yourself being lifted up by the scruff of the neck, by your chainmail, and by your belt. And Trent goes, heave ho! And over you go. Flying through the air and
I'm
into
like
Scorch's
standing there ready
arms.
to catch her.
Whee! Whoosh. So Corey, you land fairly light on your feet. Scorch definitely helps the landing be nice and soft. And all is well in the world. Bellamy, Aviane, what are you going to do?
Aviane, what are you
That was
thinking?
so much fun, guys. You should try it.
Aviane is going to long jump across and do a landing somersault.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going tightly. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your strength?
It would be strength. Oh, well then. 0.
Yep. 0 means you can go 10 feet. So, yeah, give me let's say a DC 5 athletics check, or and see how you do.
I was thinking more acrobatic because
acrobatics. Yep.
DC, or I'm sorry, what am I doing?
Do an acrobatics check for me against a DC 5.
18.
Nah, no problem. Yeah, you look like an old pro at this. You take a bit of a running jump at it. So you run from about where Bellamy is standing, you launch yourself over the pit, and do a beautiful tight tuck somersault when you land.
And then I get up and I put my hands up and I go circus.
I clap.
Show off.
Bellamy.
Bellamy's gonna look over to Trent. Do you need me to tell you where to step again?
I'm gonna guide the girls over here so they're room in front of me to catch Trent and Bellamy.
What are you trying to say, Bellamy?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know how far down this goes.
Oh.
So, I'm just worried about you.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Okay. Okay. Trent? Can you throw me?
Oh, gladly.
Oh God.
Bellamy, what's your weight?
My weight?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my description real quick. 120.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna look at my inventory. My equipment is 26.7, and my backpack is 47.5.
So just shy of 200 total.
Yeah.
Nice. Trent, give me an athletics against a DC 9.
20.
Bellamy, you go flying over the pit. It's quite exhilarating, actually. And Scorch, are you doing a catch on the other side?
I'm catching her.
Nice.
Definitely catching her.
He's just being whipped to the air.
So you get a nice.
I'm like waiting her to like body slam me.
All right. So that leaves.
I still feel pain.
That leaves Trent.
Right. So taking a book from a page from Avaine's book. I'm gonna go right to the end and I'm gonna jump.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a rope?
Do you want to use athletics?
Yes, please.
Bellamy's gonna step out of the way as she sees him get back.
Hey, Scorch.
Yep.
All right. So you do a run, you do a
I
jump.
got you.
Yeah, you
Come on,
have
buddy. I'm gonna
absolutely no
catch you.
problem with it. You can jump way, way further. In fact, you land like just inches away from Scorch himself, without any problems whatsoever.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Woo!
I can do it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to Trent and say, I guess we're show offs.
Mm.
Oh no.
All right. So you are now all standing on the other side of the weak ground. The puppy is whining a bit, but then he goes back and starts sniffing at some of the barrels you opened and start eating some of the provisions in there and being a happy puppy again. You are standing beside this large wooden door covered in old greened copper plates. What are you thinking? Corey, you're closest to the door.
Of course, I try to open it.
Okay. So you reached the handles of the doors. They seem to pull in toward you, and they open fairly easily. They screech and complain a bit as you open them. The hinges are rusty and old. They stick a little bit at the very beginning, but they swing open with a kind of sound. And you're able to see a room beyond. So the room beyond does indeed look like it was or is a family crypt. There are 3 stone sarcophagi in the room itself. There's a bit of rubble where some of the stones and some of the mortar and plaster have fallen off the wall down onto the floor. The floor also is quite dusty in this area. There are 2 doors leading off of this area. One of them... Corey.
Can I look at the guy down below and be like, open it?
No, we are not going to return to the days of advanced D&D. Sorry.
Push it open. Bellamy just.
So the doors are open. Corey can see
The door is
inside.
open.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Be
will
careful, be careful.
just move very, very carefully, just one step, and they have a peek inside.
Great.
And
Okay.
Can like somewhere here, I don't know.
Yep.
And can I? What am I seeing? Am I seeing the everything in the room?
Yeah, you can
Just
see everything
describe.
in the room. So, like I said, there's 3 stone sarcophagi, 2 on the left wall, 1 on the right wall. So east and west. They have stone lids on them and some very, very simple carvings. Nothing like what you've seen in churches and cathedrals throughout the land. More humble, but still better than any normal person would get. And then there is a bunch of debris throughout the room, especially in the bottom left corner, and 2 doors, one of them in the top right corner, or top left,
Mhm.
and one of them in the top right.
Anything I can see in terms of traps with my passive perception? Like very obvious stuff.
Yeah, what is your passive?
It's 16.
Yeah, you don't notice much. You do note that it looks like the sarcophagi have not been messed with. So there's more dirt and dust on top of the lids that looks like it's been there a long time, undisturbed.
Okay. So I'm just walking right in.
Okay.
And Corey, she will go in front of one of them and have a better look, like see if she can recognize any of the carvings or any other symbol or anything else about the body itself or whoever is in there.
Yeah. Give me your choice of a history or a religion check.
Okay. I am proficient in both, so we'll try religion.
Sure.
Oh my God. Natural one.
Yeah. So Corey, you're looking at this and you're like, I swear I have studied the symbolism of this deity before, but I have no idea. I think they're like really like lawful good, but you don't really remember. You think maybe there was like a big party before this class, before Acolyte class, and
like always.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Guys, I think it's safe inside. I don't see anything sketchy here. I think you can come.
Feral man said not to touch anything. Right?
The guard said, "Don't touch anything in this room." That's correct.
Okay. Are we still taking Barrow Guy with us?
I don't think we need to unless you really want to.
I mean, the only way he gets back to where he was is we throw him over again.
That is very true.
True.
I guess
Without
you're coming
his
along,
protective
fella.
barrel.
Trent will pick him up and plop him down right there.
Great. Okay. Sounds good. And he's like, I don't really like this room. I guess
It's pretty spooky, isn't it?
Not going back. Well, like there's dead people in here. Why did you bring me here? That's not very kind of you.
There were dead people in the other room. They were your friends, though.
Yeah.
Why do you keep dead people in here? Either way, it's so weird.
It's always been here.
Always?
Yep. As far as I know.
How do you know something's bad going to happen if we mess with these box things?
Oh, they done told me.
They done told you, did they?
Yeah. If you mess with them, yeah, it's going to be really bad. You don't want to mess with the dead.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, 14.
Yeah, he seems to believe what he's telling you.
Corey, is there any way you can see if there are any like undead around? Is that your sort of specialty? I'm not sure.
Undead.
Just in case.
Well, I think the only thing that I don't know if it would be of any help, I can detect magic. Do you think that would be useful?
I mean, I think that's always useful, but maybe not in our current circumstance.
Well, I'm pretty freaked out by all of these things that we're seeing right now. So I think we should just trust him and leave this room as soon as possible.
Let's do that.
Nothing.
It's
Bellamy.
like a big red button.
Bellamy.
Bellamy, you've
Yeah.
been summoned. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
Can you
Excuse
have
me,
a peek
Scorch?
through?
Peek through what?
Just see if there are any traps.
Well, you guys are already through half the room, so.
Well, clearly not this part is trapped, but my accent has changed.
Okay, Bellamy is going to check the room.
All right.
Is anybody going to assist me on this?
What is it for again? Investigation?
Yeah.
Investigation, yeah.
Oh, I hope I'm -1.
+1, not really good.
Well, if you assist me, I get advantage, so.
Oh, I can give you guidance. Oh,
Guidance works. Guidance is okay.
Mm-hmm.
so
When it
okay.
comes to the help action, Don, do you
Yep.
want someone to be proficient in a skill that they're trying to help with, or
Yeah. Yeah. To me, that kind of makes sense. I know it's maybe not so nice.
Investigation, you said?
Yeah. Investigation. Oh,
23.
you
Nice.
Do I
are.
roll guidance?
Don't bother. You are very,
Yeah.
very confident there's no traps in this room. Very confident.
Yeah, well, this place is not trapped.
That's good to know.
Is there any
Okay.
footprints that were recently in this room?
It's hard to
Yes.
tell. Like, it kind of looks like this room's dusty and there might be older footprints in it, but that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense if there's people on the other side of the right-hand door.
Question.
Mm.
When I cross over, did I take my wolf with me, or is it still on the other side?
No, the wolf's still on the other side. Yeah, it
Okay.
can't really get over.
All right, I'm just gonna tell it to sit and stay,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna chuck food over so it can gnaw on that for a while.
Okay. Sounds good.
And when I go in here, I see those tracks as well, right?
Yeah, they're very faint. They look old. Yeah.
Humanoid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my next question.
Yes.
Could I possibly track them?
Yeah, most of the traffic seems to go up into this this door in the northeast corner.
Okay.
Maybe one set of tracks goes toward the northwest.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
heavy on one side and light on the other. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And these are tomes, right? Like sarcophaguses?
Yeah. Stone coffins. Yep. Sarcophagi?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's it. I think that's the plural word. Could I walk up to one and I'm gonna look to the others? I'm like, if any of you are holy, I'm sorry. And I'm just gonna start to slowly push it open. Not a
Scorch.
lot, but a
Scorch.
foot.
Scorch? Scorch?
What?
Barrel Man said don't touch anything.
What?
Barrel Man said don't touch anything. I don't think we should touch
Why?
anything. Necromancy? You ever heard of it? Ooh.
I have a story for you. I'll tell you that later. But fine, I won't touch it.
So nothing happened, right?
You're not going to touch it?
Because you told him not to, he won't.
We will withdraw that action, Your Honor.
Okay. I I heard Don get excited. He was like, "Oh shit!" started opening up NPCs. It was all slow motion.
Yeah, anyway, I definitely get anxious when characters are doing crazy things. Yeah, so what would you like to do now? There's a couple of doors.
I'm gonna go.
Door number 2.
Hmm.
I'm going to attempt to squeeze past Scorch and go to the door that's on my side of the room.
Okay.
Bellamy is gonna wander over to the one on the left.
I'll follow Bellamy.
Okay.
Aviane's door is probably correct. But why would somebody go in this door?
Interesting question.
I'm gonna put my ear up.
Oh, should be.
You hear a dog.
It's the wolf that you left behind.
Exactly. Yeah, Bellamy, give me a perception check.
Who? Me?
Bellamy. You're listening at the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception?
Yeah.
That is a 7.
Seems very quiet behind the door.
Did I try as well?
No. You could have helped,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can't try after the fact.
Okay.
Bellamy is just going to slowly push down on the doorknob, if
Yep.
there is one.
Yep. And
is it locked?
The door seems like it swings inward, and as you grasp it a bit, it moves ever so slightly. You would guess it's likely not locked.
Can I stand ready with like my shield and my weapon just in case something's on the other side?
Yep.
Vane, check your door.
Yeah, I'm gonna just I guess open it.
Okay.
Yeah, open it.
Yeah. So, Aviane, you start to crank the door open, and you hear somebody inside say, "Snark."
I'm going to tell them. Well, first I'm going to pull it back a little bit and then look to the group and go, "There's someone behind the door."
Oh.
And a voice cries out on the other side of the door, "Snark!"
Oh.
And I'm going to act as if I know what Snark's voice sounds like and go, "Yeah."
"Look, you idiot. I say Snark, you say
Polo.
Who is that?"
Ark.
Snark Bimbo. I'm an idiot.
Do you say that to him?
Yeah, I say it to him.
Who are you?
Snark.
Snark's part of the password.
Aviane.
That is who I am. Part of the password.
Oh no.
I don't know who you are. How'd you get past the guards?
I am a guard.
I don't believe you. A guard would know the password.
I drank a bit too much mead and might have not listened to what the past was supposed to be.
Bullshit. We drink
Bull right.
nothing but ale.
I enjoy mead on a secret night.
Mead's for sissies.
I'm a sissy, an idiot sissy.
Walk through that door and you're a pincushion.
And so Avane's just gonna kick the rest of the door out that way and throw Vine Whip at him.
All right. I will. You can kick open the door, definitely. There are 2 guards in here who I will reposition because they would have walked away a little bit given the scintillating, dodgy conversation that they were engaged in. And they're going to be waiting to crossbow you into a pincushion. So I think let me get the encounter up and then we'll roll some initiative. So counters. Sorry, I could have gotten this ready like a moment ago. This is jail guards. So just on the north and south side of the room as well, you can see there is a bit of a jail or jail cells, and you can see there's a woman. You can't really tell, so I won't describe it yet. Okay, everyone, feel free to roll initiative for me, please.
All right. I gave Vigilant Blessing to Trent, and I touched him on the shoulder.
Okay.
And Trent, now you have advantage.
Nice.
At initiative.
Oh, Trent, we'll go back to your 17.
Yep. That's the first decent initiative roll I've rolled with him.
Yeah, you do tend to be a little bit on the lower side.
Yep.
Veins didn't come through, which is weird, and I'm also missing
7
Scorches.
Didn't go through.
Nope. There we go.
Yeah, veins on.
Yeah. All right. So let me get the initiative board out for you. And we can show you what's going on. Oop. Oop. All right.
Wait, question. Did we heal up before?
No, you have not done a short rest or anything. So you, unfortunately, Scorch, are a little bit hurting right now.
Yeah.
Not dead yet. So not too bad.
I mean, maybe a hit or two, I might be dead.
Yeah, exactly. So, Scorch, you got a 21. Awesome. Trent got a 17. Amazing. Sorry?
I'm like, oh shit, I'm the first to go.
Wait. Yeah, these dudes. So one of these got a 14. Boop. Then we have Bellamy with a 12. You know what I should do is send you your tokens and then you can put yourselves on and I can just worry about the monsters, and that would make this go a lot faster, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A vein is a 7. And finally, Corey is a 3. You're being strategic, Corey.
Very unlucky.
All right, top of the round. Scorch, you are a bit in the back right now, a bit hurting right now. What would you like to do?
Have any spells? I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself just to bump myself up a little bit.
Okay.
And everyone is cluttered at that door, so it's not like I can push through them. So,
Mm,
yep.
sounds good.
Cast Cure Wounds.
4 points. Good, good. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. We are on to Trent Silverbow. Standing right beside Aviane.
Trent's just gonna stand in the doorway and have a huge grin on his face.
All right.
It's party time.
They
And I
have
would like
leveled
to rage.
crossbow at your belly. Ooh, rage. I have a great rage icon, so let me remember to put it on you.
It is a really cute icon.
Yeah. Oh no! I totally dropped it in a place where I can't do anything with it. There we go. That's better.
Oh, is that one? Yes.
Oh, okay. Yep, there. Sorry. Boop. And throw that on Trent. There you go, Trent.
Sweet.
Yep.
And then I guess I will. I will head to about there,
Hmm.
just so I don't block off anyone.
Yep.
And I will try and hit this guy with my mole.
Oh. All right. Somebody's cheering for you. Oh, but an 8 misses horribly. He takes a step back. You hit his crossbow a bit, and the bolt discharges into the wall, and you think there's some damage done to his crossbow, but you fail to hurt him. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. He snarls at you. Let's call him A. We'll be creative. This will be B. A looks at you and says, he drops his crossbow, hauls out a short sword and goes, "Take that," and tries to stab you in the gut. The fuzzy dice say a 10.
Oh, that's a miss.
Oh, swoosh. He misses you. You sidestep him. And he's like, you're good on your feet. Bellamy.
Okay, so Bellamy is going to run through here and through Scorch, Aviane, and Corey. Am I allowed to do that? Through this
Yeah,
gap?
you could sneeze by Aviane, no problem.
I can sneeze by.
No, I think you'd wind up using like an extra 5 feet of movement to get past Aviane just because it's so squishy in that area, but you could do it.
Mhm. How much feet is that?
So from the corner, it would have been 5, 10. You're at 20 right now.
And I have 30 feet. Yeah, I have enough. I have enough for everything. So I'm going to peek out. I'm so sorry. I'm going to peek out.
Mm.
And I'm going to see the guy that Trent just slashed at.
Yep.
Wait, did he end up hitting him?
No.
No. Okay. So Bellamy is going to take out her short bow.
Okay.
And she's going to end. No. Is it too close? Am I going to have disadvantage?
No, you don't have an enemy within 5 feet of you, so you are fine.
Okay. Then I would like to shoot at A.
Nice. What an awesome way to make an introduction. Hi, I'm Bellamy. I'm here to kill you. An 18 does indeed hit.
You say.
And you have an ally within 5 feet, so you can also do some of that sneaky damage you love to do.
Ooh, yay! Right. That is going to be
11 points total.
11.
Yeah. So A goes, ow! What'd you do that for?
You said pincushion.
He looks at you confused for a moment. Anything else, Bellamy?
No, that will be all. I'm going to step back into my corner and just wait.
Yeah, so essentially you kind of like leaned, pushing Aviane a little bit out of the way to get your short bow shot off at A, and then you leaned back so Aviane has a clear view of the door. The other one levels his crossbow at Trent. Let me check the official map and see what the size of this room is. I need to know if Trent is right beside him or not. No, this is a 15 by 15 room. So levels his crossbow at Trent and says, "You're a dead man." And fires. Ooh. Oh, no. Gets a 23.
Yeah.
Does 4 points of damage.
That'd be 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right. Aviane, you are up.
Sorry, my son got covered in mud. He decided to dip, but not the pot, the rainy backyard, little dug up area for my dog. So I'm to.
They say mud is good for the skin.
We'll pay quality money for that, especially. Range area 30 feet. Okay, yeah. So I am going to, since I was already going to cast Thorn Whip, cast it on this little dude right there. I don't know if y'all can see that.
No, A or B?
B.
B? Okay, sounds good.
Oh yeah,
Go
this
for
is
it.
the laser. 14.
Yes, a 14 does hit.
I'm going to cast my Thorn Whip, and why did that not pop up for me?
It
pop up.
Popped up for me. You did a point of damage.
Oh, good. Ow.
That's something.
And then I am going to side step a little catty womp this towards that area. Let me see really quick. Oh yeah, he can definitely still hit me with a crossbow. I don't want to smush anyone else or cause a block. So I'm going to scoot back right there and barely so close to the sarcophagus, but not touching it.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, your thorn whip ripped his lower lip a little bit. So although it's not a lot of damage, you know he's gonna have a really shitty time drinking tonight if he gets to drink. So and you feel a little bit good about that. Sorry?
I'm gonna say that's for talking shit. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Corey, what would you like to do?
Corey will go over to the door.
Yep.
And have a look. Oh, I haven't seen those guys. And she will cast Sacred Flame to 8.
Great. Love it. And that is a dex saving throw?
Exactly.
All right. He gets a 17.
Oh, shit.
Dances out of the way. You're no better than your big friend. He mocks you.
Well, I am not, but okay, yes, okay, whatever. And I just get back.
All right. We are on to Scorch. What would you like to do?
Trent's hurting, right?
Not really.
Trent's raging.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what that icon was for. I'm like, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
Can I go?
Sorry, go ahead.
I guess the B guy?
Oh,
And try
Yeah,
to
you could
attack
you could move up and then diagonally and then into the room and
him.
scooch up
That's 20
right in
feet there.
B's face.
And I'm going to go ahead and try to attack this guy.
Okay. Ooh, 11. Swoosh. Whatever you're swinging, you're not swinging well. Sorry.
I think I'm cursed.
You would not be the only one thinking that, I'm guessing, right now. Anything else?
No.
Okay. We are on to Trent.
Well, staring down at A, I'm gonna. No, I'm still gonna try and hit it with the ball.
Okay.
When I do, it does it really well. There we go. A 19.
Nice. Yep. That worked really well.
So that's 7 plus 2 damage for rage.
Okay.
9 total.
9 total. Blam. How do you do this?
Oh. The arm that has the sword, I kind of just crush into his chest
Ooh.
with the impact.
Nice. He is unable to sustain that kind of damage and drops to the ground. Crumples. Dead. And we are on to Bellamy.
Do you wish to surrender? Bellamy's fingertips start to glow.
Drop dead. He screams from the other side of Scorch. Feeling good because Scorch just missed completely.
Bellamy is going to step out from behind and cast Toll the Dead. And because he's missing 1 hit point, it's now 1d12.
Yep. So he rolls
Wisdom
a nat
12.
20 on his save. So that's
shit,
adjusted to
okay.
a 19.
Damn.
Yep.
And
Save the
2 weapon
bells
fighting.
for people who are weak.
Okay. And she just clenches her
I'm gonna headbutt
fist.
I'm going to headbutt him.
She is going to take one of her daggers
Yeah.
and try to whip it over at him.
Oh,
Am I
you
allowed
can't.
to do that with 2? No?
No, because casting a cantrip took your action. So
Okay.
you have... The only thing you can really do is move.
Okay, I'm going to go back behind.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn.
Okay, sounds good. So Scorch, the one across from you, switches to his short sword and takes a jab at your belly. Ooh, gets a 12.
Misses.
Yep. It scrapes across your armor and he looks surprised. You're kind of tough, aren't you? Can't swing worth a shit, though, so. Aviane, you're up. I'm feeling a little saucy tonight. Today. Aviane, you're up.
Yes. Aviane is going to. Oh, there is nothing I can do from here that won't hit one of you. Okay. I'm at full health, so Oh yeah. That's good. I'm going to move up next to this one and take my quarterstaff to bonk him.
Okay.
18?
Yep. 18 hits, most definitely.
And bludgeoning him on the head.
We'll do the first one.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, why did it roll twice? That's kind of weird.
Bludgeoning. Oh, bludgeoning two. Oh, yeah, no, it's not two-handed. It's one-handed. I think because you can either use it as a one-handed or a two-handed weapon, but I can't. Weapon.
Yeah, if you have a shield, then it's one-handed.
Oh, okay. I do not have.
Okay, so you actually do more damage by using it one-handed. You gotta love it when that works out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So 2 damage on this poor sucker. Anything else, Aviane?
And then I have 10 more feet.
Just remember, if you move, if you actually move 10 feet, he's going to get a swing at you. He can take an attack of opportunity.
I forgot about. Sorry. Yeah, no, then I will stay right there.
Yeah. That's my job, to remind you of things before you get yourself murdered.
I mean, you could just punish us, but I appreciate it.
Back.
All right. We are on to Corey.
Can I enter the room, or is it too crowded?
Yeah, it could fit you. It is a little bit crowded, so technically there is. So this guy's like here. This corpse is like piled up in the corner. Aviane's right here. Trent is by this dude. So there's some space beside Trent. There's some space right beside Scorch, and there's some space right in between Trent and Scorch.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Corey will walk inside the room with her warhammer.
Yep.
This time. And she will take a swing at B.
Okay, so you'll be
too cocky for your own good.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to move you in a little bit closer. You'd be standing right there.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Poor guy is starting to feel a little panicked now.
Yeah, we've cornered him. Exactly. Yep. Okay, so I'm rolling the damage or the hit thingy?
To hit first.
Hit first, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Blam. Yep, you hit him.
Hey. Okay. So.
Ooh. What?
Damn.
Oh. Was that a crit?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god. Oh.
Don't tell me he's dead. I don't like to kill people.
You
slaughtered him.
Yeah, you hear this crack as you hit him in the chest, and he just lets out a wail and instantly looks like he's on death's door. He's struggling to breathe and coughing a bit and leaning up against the wall and against the jail bars behind him. Corey, you've just like smashed the shit out of him with one hit.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Scorch.
I didn't mean to do it so hard.
Scorch, what would you like to do?
He looks at Corey and he kind of tilts his head, but there's like obviously no expression, but he's very surprised by this. And he sees that she's a bit upset for hurting someone that much. It's like, oh, don't worry, I got it. And then I'll try to attack him.
Okay. Great. Yeah, 24 And how do you finish him off?
I just say you don't hit girls. I go to like hit him, and I'm gonna cleave his head off.
You do indeed. And he is also completely moitered and drops to the ground dead. And you are out of combat. You are in... you know what? Let's take a 10-minute break, if that would be okay with folks. And we will come back and I will further describe the room to you. I will strip Trent of his rage status. You're still awesome. You're just not raging. Let's be clear. And yeah, we'll continue in 10 minutes.
Right.
See you then.
All right.
where were we? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So, your breath returns to you. You look slowly around the room. There's the corpses of a couple of these red cloaked jerks lying on the floor. And there are a couple of jail cells, one in the north end of the room right by Trent, one in the south end of the room by Scorch and Corey. In the south end of the room, there are a couple of kids, one boy and one girl, and they are literally like hiding in some rags and some really old kind of moldy furs. On the very, very south end of the room, there's a woman who's just sort of standing with her hands clenched, looking toward Trent a little bit frightfully, and she asks in a quiet voice, "You're not going to kill us, are you? Please don't hurt my children."
No. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, thank
Does
goodness.
he angry?
Sorry?
Still raging.
Okay. I was like, why is he growling?
Do you stop raging if you don't take any damage or swing at someone for 6 seconds?
Yeah, it's basically gonna run out, but
Oh, okay. But as you wind down, we can be dramatic about it.
okay.
I love it.
Wondering why I was talking like that. I'm like, oh shit. He's about to kill someone.
Murder. We will do murder. Anyway, calm down, Dawn. So she looks at you. Well, you murdered my husband, and now you're murdering one another. I don't know what to make of you.
I did what now?
Well, you're with them, aren't you? Those bastards.
Oh, no, I'm not with them. Oh, wink, wink.
Who are you winking at?
Not her.
Oh, okay.
The camera.
Nice.
Are you breaking the fourth wall? You're breaking the fourth wall.
Absolutely love it. So, no, wink, wink. Yes.
We're not
So
with them.
everyone on the other side of the camera knows the truth. So she looks at you, Trent. So where are you then?
My name is Trent Silverbrow. Don't know if that means anything to you.
I've heard of a famous Trent Silverbow. Any relation?
No, that guy is an imposter, and you need to alert the authorities when you see him.
Sorry, I totally realized I've been screwing up your name for 5 sessions now, and I apologize. So I'm mocking myself.
It's fine.
Back to the game.
I'll just cry about it later.
Nice. Are you going to set me and my children free? Can you take us back to the village?
We'll do our best. Do you know if there are any more these bastards about?
I don't know. There seem to be more, like lots more when we came in. And then I don't remember too much. I think there was like maybe 10 or 12 of them. They came and they murdered my husband, and they kidnapped me and my kids, and they brought us here.
they give
does
you
that?
any reason why?
Well, they're certainly not nice at all. And yeah, I mean, my husband, Thel, the gang, they wanted money from us, and they also were bugging my boy Nars over there to join them, and Thel just thought they were acting tough, and yeah, he said bad things to them, and they just came back, I think, a night ago, and they killed him, and then they took us, and we've been locked here ever since.
Can I just go to the gates and take them? Is it possible, or are they behind bars or something?
Yeah, they're behind bars, but you'll find some keys amongst the 2 dead guards. One of them has a set of keys that would open them. As you're rumbling around looking for the keys, she goes, "Oh, the one who took my boy, he wasn't human." And she looks around at, like, Scorch, like, nervously for a second, and says he was taller than the others with really big feet, and he was furry and had kind of big ears, really ugly, smelly, like a wet dog that hadn't been bathed for a couple of days.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Well, let's get you out of here.
So you open the doors, and she, when the south doors open, the kids don't move, but she goes running pale mail into the south room and grabs her kids and hugs them tight, and there's like lots of crying and mama.
Always
And
crying.
yeah. And she looks up and says, "Oh, I can't thank you all enough. I don't know what I'm gonna do without Thel, but at least we're alive and we'll be safe."
Hello. Oi. Stajam.
Can you take me back to Phandelver?
To Phandelver?
Yeah.
We
An
could
escort?
sure.
That would be nice. I'm a little worried about going back on my own.
Yeah. Well, once we're done here, we can definitely help you.
Okay. You want me
But
to wait here?
Maybe the
Do you feel
safest option,
safe? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this might be the safest place for the moment.
Can we?
You can log yourself in if you want to.
Okay. Inside the cell?
Yes.
Okay. She'll take the keys from you and she's looking pretty doubtful, but okay.
We will be coming back. Don't
okay.
worry about it.
Okay.
Can I leave her with like rations and like a water skin so she could just eat and just kind of like relax for a moment?
Yep. That would be amazing. Why don't you give yourself some inspiration for that as well? That's very, very kind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I ask? I know it's a sore subject, but would you recognize the one that killed your husband?
Maybe. It was two. It was the big furry one, and then some right ugly bugger with like really his lips were really dark and his eyes were a bit yellow, and he had really thin, stringy, mangy hair.
If we find him or them when we go further in, then I vow to avenge your husband's death.
Thank you.
But stay here. We will be back for
you. Okay.
Right. Shall we get a move on?
Let's go through the other door then.
Bellamy, would you like the honors?
To do what?
To open the door.
I mean, I tested it. Damn it! Belly's just gonna walk over. You know I can't resist doors.
That's why I'm asking.
All right. Bellamy, you sorry, just give me one sec here. You're opening the door just north of you? Yes?
Yes.
All right. You open it. It opens quite easily, like it's well maintained, and what you see beyond is a hallway with a door at the far end of it on the right hand wall.
Investigation check?
Sure. What are you investigating for?
Traps.
All right.
Oh, so close, 13.
All right. Not bad, actually. So you scan the hallway with your 300-foot dark vision right now, feeling like what an eagle must feel like when it's hunting for prey. And you carefully start looking at the configuration of the stones that make up the walls and the flagstone that makes up the floor. You carefully look at the door from a distance of 15 feet away. You don't see anything unusual. It seems safe.
Safe? Okay. Bellamy's going to walk through.
Okay.
One step after the other.
Okay.
Around.
Yep. Yeah, you get to the far end of the hall and seems perfectly safe.
Bellamy is gonna touch the doorknob if there is one.
Okay.
And gently turn it to see if it's locked.
Yeah, it's not a doorknob. It's just a like a ring that you can grab onto. that's embedded in the door, and you can pull it out into the hall.
Perception check.
Sure. Like listening.
See if there's anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Give me a perception check.
That's a natural one. I hear nothing.
Trent is making too much noise, scuffing his boots for you to hear anything. Sorry, Trent.
Damn it, Trent. Trent, this is a small hall. You had to fart in that moment, really?
Ouch! We don't talk about body movements in D&D.
Close
We
the
don't?
door.
God damn it.
All right. Bellamy, you're going to open the door?
Bellamy is going to peek inside.
Okay. So you crack open the door a little bit. It seems to be a slightly rectangular room, and you again see it's quite dusty, but there's looks like some weapons on some shelves. Do you want to open it a bit more? You still don't hear anything inside.
Well, the natural one, of course, I'm not going to hear anything. It could be right there, just breathing heavily, and I won't hear it. Bellamy's going to open. Guys, I hear nothing.
It's Darth Vader. She found Darth Vader.
Bellamy is going to open the door wider.
Okay.
She hears nothing. It's okay.
Yeah, so what you see is this room's been repurposed to turn it into an armory. So there's wooden shelves lining most of the walls. The shelves are cluttered with spears and crossbows, bolts, short swords, and then right beside you, hanging on the wall, just south of you, Bellamy, is a whole bunch of those red capes again.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Bellamy is just going to step inside.
Okay.
Is it just weaponry?
Yeah, it's just chock-a-block full of weaponry here. It looks like this is their armory.
Bellamy is going to turn herself. The horror! The horror! Save yourselves!
Oh my lord.
Toward Trent?
Yeah.
I close the door.
And Bellamy is going to ransack and try to find all the best stuff.
Yeah, so Trent, you feel like there's no threat in the room because what you hear is some lifty fingers sifting through what sounds to be a whole bunch of weaponry. You hear a short sword clatter loudly to the ground, or at least you think it's a short sword based on what you perceive to be the length of the blade. Bellamy seems to be brushing up some knocks on both arrows and bolts.
Oh, damn, I need arrows.
Yeah, you see Bellamy is alone in what appears to be an armory and seems to be sifting through for anything that might seem interesting.
We're having fun here.
Oh, yeah, definitely, I'm dying. You want anything in here?
Yeah, so a quick scan of the room you'll see that there's maybe a dozen spears, half a dozen short swords. There's a few long swords, some light crossbows. There's one quiver of arrows, no bows, but 8 quivers of bolts.
So 8 arrows.
8 quivers of bolts. So crossbow bolts are made for crossbows, and arrows made for bows.
Well,
Do
is there
I
any
hear the
arrows?
clanking?
Scorch, give me a perception against probably a DC 15. You're a little bit far away.
Sure.
You don't hear the sound of combat for sure. Oh yeah, you hear the clanking as well. It sounds like somebody's pissing around in an armory.
All right. So knowing this sound very well, as I am made out of metal,
Yep.
I'm gonna call out to her, and I'm like, anyone of polymorph, please tell me this one. Something of polymorph.
Bellamy is going to look for that then.
There does not seem to be anything even remotely magical looking in the room.
God.
Yeah. All the
most magical
weapons
thing
are
around here is Trent's flatulence.
You would know.
I mean, it's pretty magical.
boot scuffs, Bellamy. Boot scuffs.
Any arrows?
Yeah, there's 1 quiver of arrows. It's got 14 arrows in it.
Oh, yay. Doubled.
Trent is going to take a long sword.
Okay. Yeah, if anyone wants any of this equipment, spears, short swords, long swords, light crossbow, quivers, bolts.
Bellamy eventually yells for everyone.
No, I just want my wand of polymorph.
Nope, none of that here. Corey, Aviane, interested in anything?
I could use a short bow.
Although there were some arrows, there are no bows, unfortunately. Just a light crossbow.
All right.
In fact, 6 light crossbows.
Okay. I will claim that if no one else wants it.
Okay. So you can mark yourself down for a light crossbow, and you can take as many quivers of bolts as you want. Every quiver has 20 bolts in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you feel like tracking bolts, just assume after any combat you can retrieve half of what you fired. But honestly, unless you go into a cave where you're going to be for a month or so, like every time you go to town, you're going to spend a few copper and get some more bolts or arrows or whatever. So,
all right. I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
So no door, no passage, nothing in there. Just equipment or armor.
That's right. So, Corey, you're kind of thinking back to yourself, obviously. There's only one door off of this hallway. Goes to an armory that has no doors. There were 2 doors in this crypt area, and you've checked them both. There's the hallway with the trap, and the one door off of that led into the main door with the cistern, and there was just the guard room off of that.
Can I open a sarcophagus?
Sure.
Everyone in the room. I'll take the damage. I don't care.
Do you really want to?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Give me a Frady Pants check. No, I'm kidding. You crack the sarcophagus a little bit, and you hear a hiss of like gas or old stale air. being released from it. There's sort of a puff of dust that comes up because of the pressure equalizing, and slowly, to the sound of stone scraping on stone, you kind of lift this thing up and look down into the sarcophagus as you lift. As you lift the lid, you see there's a skeleton lying in the bottom of the sarcophagus. And as you hold it there for a moment, the skeleton sits up and its teeth kind of clatter as it reaches to bite you.
Ooh. I'm going to drop the lid.
Oh my
All
god.
right, give me a dex roll, or a dex. Give me a dex saving throw.
That is the best thing you could have possibly done.
11.
All right, the skeleton gets a 20, so it rolls out of the coffin. One of its legs gets caught as you drop the lid and shears the leg right off. But it nimbly hops up onto one leg and swings a claw at you, Aviane. And I'd love it if we could roll some initiative.
I'm gonna look at Aviane. I'm like, I just got scolded by Bellamy about not opening this, and you did it.
Well, for no door, this was the only thing I could think of. Why would they not want us to touch it? Because there's no other doors. So I'm still thinking of opening the other one.
Oh my
later.
god. Natural 20.
Mm-hmm. Oop, sorry. Give me one sec. There we go. All right. I'll fill a few in manually here. So Bellamy got a 24. Trent got a... Oh, Trent's back to Trent. Trent doing Trent. Oh, Aviane is keeping Trent company. Don't fear. You don't need to take up the back by yourself. All right. Let us... do you want the initiative bar updated? Does that help?
It helps me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
Yeah. If it helps even one person, I think we should do it. So, all right. So Bellamy is sitting at a 24 again. No, wait, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and Scorch, you rolled a 21 again?
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Sure. That's actually pretty darn awesome. And hilarious that you got the exact same thing. So, yeah, Aviane and Trent at a 4. Oh, you've already moved yourselves. So I thought you were being like magical, but instead you're just helping the DM.
Yes.
Except now I'm babbling, so the game is still being slow.
It's all right.
Okay. Thanks for helping out. All right. So Aviane, you have the skeleton right beside you, and Bellamy, you are in a far off room. Give me a perception check against the DC 15.
Do I get advantage because I rolled a natural 20?
No. But nice try.
I know. That's a 9.
Okay, you hear a big boom of like stone hitting stone. You have no idea what it is. It sounds like part of the roof caved in or something, but you have no idea what's going on. What do you want to do? Try and keep in mind that you're clueless right now.
Yeah, my perception's shite. Boom happened. Bellamy's just gonna look around real quick.
Okay.
That's it, because
Okay.
she's ignoring it.
Yep. Scorch. You are more dexterous than the skeleton, so you're going just before it.
Okay. I'm gonna yell to Trent and Bellamy and be like, hey, we got company over here and it's not alive. And then I'm just gonna move around right here if I can. Squeeze past Corey so she doesn't get hit. And Would this be considered flanking position? If you do that, I don't know if you do.
Yeah, except I don't do flanking. If you want to do like some acrobatics off of the closed casket right beside Corey and describe some fancy maneuver to me, I'll make you have an acrobatics. I'll have you do an acrobatics roll. And if you make it, you will get advantage on your attack.
Okay, I can try that. So yeah, I'll just parkour up onto this crypt right here
Yep.
and try to like jump down and like at the same motion while I'm jumping down, like bring down the sword as well.
All right. Give me an acrobatics against a DC 10. Ah,
18?
you look magnificent. Roll to hit with advantage.
So that's 2, right?
Yep. Oh, that's a longbow, though.
Oh fuck. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you probably don't want to roll that. Yeah,
Not good.
I'm pretty sure the 12 hits.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm going to say it does hit. Normally, skeletons have armor scraps, but these are like family people.
Naked. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're naked bones.
They're naked
Okay,
skeletons.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yep. Pokey. All right. 10 damage to this thing. You manage to hack off a whole bunch of ribs off its left-hand side. And it just ignores you and seems to be lunging for Aviane. Which it does. It lunges for you, Aviane, and its hands come out, its bony claws, and they reach for you. Oop. I didn't mean to roll twice. 19.
That hit.
All right. Its sharp little claws dig into you and do 3 points of damage to you.
Ow.
Yeah, you're so surprised by everything. You're still sort of standing there a little bit stunned. Corey, you are up. You suddenly see Scorch like bouncing off the wall and running across the bottom part of the sarcophagus, landing in front of you and smashing into the skeleton with her rapier all in one deft move. And then it seems to lunge for Aviane and scratch poor Avaine's arm. What would you like to do?
Well, a lot of things are going on. Well, I will run towards this side, right here, and I will cast Sacred Flame.
All right. It will try and be dexterous. It gets a 13.
It misses, yeah.
Yay! Do some damage to this dastardly dead
Let's see, 3 points.
demonic thing. 3 points. Ooh! It roars up in flames and collapses to the ground in a clatter like a whole bunch of drumsticks dropping to the ground. And you are out of combat.
That's it?
Yeah. It's just one skeleton.
I mean, that's it? Are you sure?
Well, there's always 2 more to open.
Gosh.
Do we want to do that?
Well, if there's
Why
no
not?
more doors, but there's footsteps that lead here that don't lead back. They have to lead somewhere, unless it's behind that cabinet in where the guards were.
I mean, I'm looking for a wand of polymorph. It might be in here, so why not? I'm looking everywhere for that thing.
Well, maybe we should investigate this sarcophagus to see if anything else was left in it, and then do one at a time and investigate them. What do you think?
Yeah,
We can do
yeah.
one at a time. Yeah.
Totally agree. Do you want to search in it?
Maybe someone else should search it. My investigation's negative one, so
I can search.
Trent, Bellamy, you would easily have time to get back into the room if you so wanted.
Got Bellamy in the room of thought again.
The silent but deadly one.
Oh
You
my.
started this, you did it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, now we can.
Okay, so Bellamy is gonna run out because she heard Scorch yell, "We got company!"
Dead company now.
What's happening? What's the problem?
So you notice there's a pile of bones beside Aviane, and Scorch is panting. Well, actually, Scorch doesn't pant. Yeah, you just notice there's a
wheezes
pile
like
of
a kettle.
bones at Avaine's feet.
He whistles.
I'm gonna look over at Bellamy and be like, "You need a scolder about opening these things."
I'm good. I don't.
Damn it!
So are you opening one? If so, which one? And who's going to do the deed?
Oh. I think we were going to check to see if anything was in there, specifically that wand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One, so.
Inside, there is some moldy remains that is likely like clothing or something like that. Some kind of cheap jewelry. It looks like copper that's been painted silver, but it's like the silver's kind of flaked off, and so it just leaves some copper left. It looks almost worthless.
So no false bottom.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Could I help?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
probably helped us.
Yep. Roll it with advantage.
Oh, I'm going to need it.
Yeah, 14's pretty good. So you knock around on the bottom and it seems very, very solid stone.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
The one on the right.
And Bellamy, are you lifting the lid of that one?
Bellamy could try her best. It's not going to be real good.
Bellamy, roll me a d20.
Just a
Just
d20?
for fun, yeah. No, give me a deck save.
A deck
Why don't I
save?
let you be amazing?
That's a natural one.
No.
So you lift it up, and it's much easier than you thought it would be, and two skeletons pop out, like literally right in front of you and Corey, and yeah, you're very surprised.
Shit, how did you guys fit in there? So
I dropped the lid.
All right. Yeah. So, do you want to re-roll initiative, or do you want to? How do you want to do this? Let's re-roll. Let's re-roll.
Okay.
All right.
One
natural
sec. One
one
sec.
again.
Let me.
Wow.
Let me start the combat
Wow.
over again.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm cursed.
Yep.
I'm cursed.
I mean, I got a bad roll that time too.
No, I've rolled 2 natural ones in a row now.
Oh no.
Okay, Bellamy
Well,
got
at least
up.
it's on initiative.
5, Scorch an 8, Corey a 15. Well done. Did we get Trent in there?
7.
Oh, a 7. 7, and Aviane got an 11. Okay. So, oh my. So this little thing got an 18, and the other one actually got a 16.
Skeletons go first.
Yeah, not nice. Not nice at all. So, the first one takes a swing at you, Bellamy.
Mhm.
It's reaching out with its hands, trying to hug you tight. Ooh, gets a 9. I'm guessing that will not hit you.
It does not hit.
Okay. The other one turns to Corey and kind of looks like it's going to try and bite you or chew on your shoulder or something. Gets an 8.
Ooh, disgusting.
Corey, you are up.
All right. Let me see. Well, I have this. I don't know if I can use it now. It's channel divinity, turn undead,
Yep.
and it says that each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they are turned for 1 minute
Yep.
or until they take damage, and they can't attack. They can only, for their action, dash
Yep.
and try to escape.
Yep. So the first one gets a 0 on its wisdom saving throw. The other one gets a 15.
All right.
So that's against your spell DC.
Yes. It is again. It's 14.
14. Okay, so the 15
so.
saves. And so it yeah, let's make it the one right beside you saves. And the one by Bellamy goes, yeah! And it goes rushing past Bellamy and goes running into the hallway. And we're gonna have the puppy devour it. Just like crunch it to a billion pieces. Corey, anything else?
I know that ends my turn.
Aviane. So one of them goes like, it just turns and squeezes past Bellamy and goes rushing out of the room in a clatter of bones, like hitting the wall and bouncing off of it, and then hitting the far wall by the door and bouncing off of it, and then running into the hallway.
I'm going to move clear into the doorway and take my short bow.
Yep.
Does that count as my action, or is that okay?
Oops, sorry.
I have my quarterstaff out right now.
Didn't mean to do that. No, you know what? I'm letting people swap weapons now during combat. I'm trying to be a nice DM for a change.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Aw, look at Dawn. Sorry.
Wait. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, I lied. I don't want my crossbow. Short bow. I want to use my thorn whip, and it says I can pull things back towards me. Can I pull it to the little? Can I like do a little flick into like the little chamber area if it hits, and like have my thorn whip let it go so it just kind of plops in the little hole?
Which hole? Like the pit?
Like if I were to drag the skeleton towards me,
yeah,
and then the next time, if it's still alive after everyone else has had a turn, if I were to be able to like, okay, hold on. Of course, it might not even survive for my next round, but it says I can pull. Oh no, Bellamy. I would be crossing over Bellamy. Never mind. I'll still take my crossbow. Just kidding. Or short bow.
Okay.
23.
No worries. 23 hits. So which one are you hitting? The one by Corey?
I thought that I mixed up the two. But yeah, the one by Corey, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. 6 damage to it. It goes, it would say ow in life, and it makes, if you could read lips, it doesn't have any lips. If you could read teeth, it looks like it says ow. But you can't read teeth, you can't read lips, and it's not alive, so it just grins at you. Anything else, Aviane?
Do I have a second action? I don't think so.
No.
Oh no.
You could move. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm going to move a little bit close. I used 5. I'm going to move right there.
Okay.
So I can try. Yeah.
Scorch.
That's it.
Sorry? That's it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Scorch, you are up.
I'm going to go for the guy that is still standing.
All right. Ooh. It tries to move out of your way, but Corey kind of blocks off its fancy maneuver space. You do hit it for 7 points. And it's really, really bad off, but still alive.
Hard on it quickly.
Oh my god. Trent, you are up.
Ooh. I'm gonna do something a little different.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up to it. And I'm gonna try and punch it in the head.
Ooh, nice. Love it. Wham. Yeah. You connect with the skull.
That's 4 damage.
Oh. Yeah. You hit it in the skull, and your strike lands perfectly, and you just blast the skull into dust, basically. As you knock it off of the skeleton itself, it goes flying into the back wall above the sarcophagus and just shatters into basically dust. And the rest of the skeleton drops in a heap of loose bones to the floor. And the dust whirls up around you and then begins to settle again. So, Aviane, you notice something quite curious over your right shoulder. And as you turn, you see that the skeleton is standing by the edge of a deep hole in the floor. That puppy is standing on the other side of the hole in the floor, growling and occasionally barking, and the skeleton's just kind of standing at the edge of the pit, swaying a bit. There's no sign of Barrel Man.
Okay. I am going to make one little step closer to the skeleton to see if it reacts or if it stays by the hole, and I'll take the damage. Oh no, I think I'm still out of its range, but see if it comes towards me or not. I'm not going to attack it or anything. I want to see what it does.
Yeah, it's still standing with its back towards you, swaying a bit just at the edge of the pit.
Like almost mesmerized?
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but yeah, that could be. It could be, yeah.
I feel like maybe force shield for the skeleton. Okay. So my thorn whip, it says I can pull things back towards if the creature is larger or smaller, you can pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. But my question is like when you grip a whip and you let it go, you can like fling things away too. Can I just like kind of like see if a thorn whip hits and try to push it into the hole? To see
Sure.
if there's like a blockade on it, maybe?
I love
Like,
that.
if
Yeah.
there's a
So
port? Okay.
give me a to hit roll.
13. Oh, 13.
Yeah, you managed to snag it, and then I would say give me an acrobatics against DC 10 because it's
Okay.
quite light.
21.
Holy cow! Yeah, you're able to whip it with your thorn whip. The thorn whip wraps around its right hand, and you're able to do a really flourishy whip maneuver that spins the skeleton around in surprise, and it silently drops over the edge and seems to hit some metal, and you hear some bones cracking as it disappears from sight.
Okay, I want to go. Are we out of combat or?
Yeah.
Well, I still have. Okay. I'm going to move towards the edge, and I have dark vision, so I'm going to look down into it.
Yeah.
Into the hole.
In fact, I think you have 300 feet of dark vision. Oh, no. Unless Corey, you can give it to 3 people?
To 4. So
To
we
4.
all have it. Yeah.
Would you normally give it to Aviane?
I would give it to all of us.
Of
So,
course, because everyone should have 300 feet of dark vision.
Well, thank you.
Aviane, like one of the most amazing predators on the face of Faerun, you glance down into this shallow 20-foot pit, and you see clear as day in black and white a scene of death and mayhem below you. Below you, you see the guard that you had taken prisoner lying broken and crumpled at the bottom of the pit, lying on top of a shattered barrel. And on top of him, shattered into a pile of bones, is the skeleton. You've got like a death sandwich, I guess you could call it. And the puppy on the other side is pacing back and forth and gurring and yipping as it looks down into the pit.
Okay. So there's like no like trap wall or nothing like that, just the death and mayhem.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Oh, okay.
You carefully peer at the walls, and you think there might have been kitchen shelves installed in them at one point, but they've been taken away. You do not see any secret passages or anything leading from the pit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and retell everything and say that like I don't think there's anything in there, but I'm not that perceptive, and ask if maybe we should check the cupboard or the other sarcophagus.
That's a bad way to go.
Indeed.
We were gonna let him go. But that's unfortunate. All in favor in opening up the other sarcophagus?
Yep.
All
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
I'm still looking for that one.
Maybe we should take position so we're not crowding it before someone opens it.
Yeah, or maybe someone can open and then the other person can hold a dagger, right? Like next to the opening or something. I don't know.
I dig it.
Trent, you want to help me open this?
Hey, if you can't handle it yourself. That was not a challenge. Oh no.
Sorry, I should resist the urge to react because I may be taking a totally innocent statement and turning it into something nefarious just because of my reaction to it. Listen, we have 3 minutes remaining. We will fast forward. There is indeed a skeleton in there. You are indeed able to murder it. You find neither secret passage to a lair of riches, neither do you find a wand of polymorphing in the sarcophagus. Just dirt and the moldy remains of what might have been some upper middle class clothing in there. You stare around at one another, wondering what could possibly be going on. We will only be able to find that out, though, next week.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was good.
All right, people. Great. I'm glad at least a couple of you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'm glad I figured out sound. So that'll be cool. I can play some sound effects for you from now on. And even some music low in the background. And we will see you this time next week.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Bye.
Thanks, Don.
awesome session.
Ciao, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.